y'all dealing with the kid. If you wanna come and get it, let the outlaw get you out your seats. You want sports talk, politics, he don't give a shit. Everyone can speaks, follow it. About to issue y'all a masterclass. You wanna pass? Gunslinging the new podcast, the candy ass. Grab a top bench, get information. It's your boy John Roker. Welcome to the Outlaw Nation.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's edition of Outlaw Nation. Look, everyone's been clamoring for it. Immediately, as the signing went down with LeBron to the Lakers, I texted Matt. I said, Matt, will you please come on Outlaw Nation and talk about NBA, all this that happened in the free agency, not just LeBron? And Matt was like, absolutely. So, and then all of you started tweeting at me going, we need a Matt Knost and John Rogue. We need him to talk to Outlaw Nation about this. So, to popular demand and also my own demand, here is Matt Knost.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome back to the nation.
Uh-huh. How many shows? Is this like 2 shows out of the past, like 4 or something?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Those are pretty good numbers.
Listen, we have a great time talking basketball. You know how this is. We talked about the finals, and all of a sudden, quickly, LeBron is a Laker. And this was – I wasn't 100% surprised because people have been talking about it for over a year.
Yeah, I still –
Right?
It's interesting.
Yeah, because then they went – okay, let's break it down. First – LeBron going. What was your reaction to it? Did you? Was it not a big deal?
To me, there was one of 2 choices there, Cleveland.
Yeah. Oh, really? You thought he was going to stay possible?
No, I just think that those were the 2 choices. There was 50-50. It was going to go one way or the other.
Right.
I didn't know. I wouldn't have stayed in Cleveland if I was going to be legitimately honest. Like if I wanted to chase another title, Philly. I don't think he would have joined Boston. So Philly, at least, there's a young core there, and they're already close. You add that too. You extend your streak of making the finals.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're good enough to beat any of the top 2 West teams at that point, but maybe. And this is before the Golden State got Boogie.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that. But this my reaction at first was like, okay, how are they going to? Because as soon as he didn't opt in, then you knew he wasn't going to Houston.
Yeah, he couldn't be traded.
Right. And so when he went to L.A., though, the fact that it happened so quickly, that was a surprise. I thought he was going to spend more time talking to people, figuring it out. It was going to drag into July.
He's been thinking about this for a long time.
Good point.
As someone else pointed out, it's one of those things you read and you're like, wow, I thought of that because that's a great thought. He got the Cavs to take 2 contracts off the Lakers to free up cap space.
Yep.
And Nance and Clarkson.
Yeah.
You read that and you're like, motherfucker, he did.
I retweeted that tweet because I read it somewhere and I retweeted it. I said, he's playing mind games on a level no one's played
I don't like
before.
that team.
No. Oh, God, no. Not now because they picked up, Lance Stevenson and
JaVale McGee.
Rajon Rondo.
They renounced Randall.
Who immediately went to New Orleans.
Yes, who lost Boogie.
Yeah.
I like that for the Pels.
I do, too. Anthony Davis and that team proved they don't need Boogie.
Mirotic was better with him than he was just in the Bulls because it fit his role a little better. Mm-hmm. Plus, he was shooting well. When he shoots well, man, that guy's great. And the other times when he doesn't, it's just a matter of, okay, what can you make up on the defensive end?
Right.
And if you got Anthony Davis there, that kind of helps.
Yeah.
If a guy gets past me, I got Anthony Davis behind me, potentially patrolling the rim. Right. Although, as much as Anthony Davis does not want to play a 5 in the league, you're a fucking 5, man.
Yeah.
And you would destroy every other 5 in this league if you just owned up.
Did it. Yeah.
And became the 5. You stretched the floor big, the best.
Yeah.
It could easily go down as that in the game right now, like hands down, not even close.
If it brings you wins, I don't understand not playing the position.
I just want to bang, I guess, but how many guys bang anymore? Like Boogie does, but that's a rarity.
Yeah, those are dinosaurs now, man. Most people are shooting out in the 3.
I mean, Boogie's better than that, but well, let's see what he comes back as.
Yeah, that's true too. All right, so them getting LeBron's 4 years. So he signed for 4 years, 3 years.
Well, it's 3 years, 3 and 1.
3 and 1, but still, it's pretty surprising.
It is.
With Cleveland, he was signing these 2 years that were 1 and then opting out. And so this situation with 3 years, it means. Do you think this is a basketball decision or a brand decision? Like, do you think he's thinking about his future after
one
basketball?
And the same.
Yeah. Okay.
Because his basketball is his brand. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Is this about your aspirations within the game? But now he's thinking further down the line of trying to cement certain businesses, plus raise his kids out here.
That's what it feels like to me.
2 homes out here.
Yeah.
Every NBA player spends their off seasons in LA.
Yeah.
I mean, not joking. It's something, a dramatic number of them either rent or have a house out here. Like, dude, there are pickup games around town at certain points in the year that I would just love to go watch.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah, especially when Chris Paul was here.
Oh, shit.
Dude, they had, I know that there was a Chris Paul, James Harden, like years ago, and 7 other dudes all showed up, and they're playing down by, so either I think it was UCLA.
Wow.
Just at a gym down there, and it was invite only.
Right.
And it was, some guys that are maybe 6 men on their teams, and then this college kid, and yeah, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you're like, wow, dude, that would be awesome just to go watch. Like, seeing them play at 80% is still amazing.
Yeah, agreed.
But, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I don't, now the reports are San Antonio wants so much for fucking Kawhi.
It's nuts what they want.
Yeah, that the Lakers are willing to just wait.
They want Kuzma, Ingram, Hart, 2 first-round picks, and then switch a couple of second-rounders with the Lakers. Are you fucking nuts? It's one player coming off an injury.
And if he genuinely wants to come, wait 1 year.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what people are saying, but then the Paul George situation happened because people think that they might trade him to Philly. They might trade if Philly presents
That's
a
fine.
big topic, but yeah.
You might lose, but the Paul George thing is usually, man, when the writing's on the wall and a player announces, I want to go to X, they want to go to X. Yeah. So Paul George is rare, but Paul George is also one of the only NBA guys that I know that loves to bass fish.
Yeah.
I'm sure Oklahoma City has better than L.A. bass fishing.
There you go.
Well, he does. He's got a celebrity tournament.
No one's covered that angle, Matt. The bass fishing angle. You should have wrote an article about this. It would have gone viral.
Yeah.
It'd have gone perfect.
Well, I mean, that's why I thought Indiana was a great fit, because he lives in Indy, and I got friends that I fished with him on the lake that he lived on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Well, there's a bunch of nice houses on this lake, but the lake's pretty big. There might be a couple of lakes, but I mean, it's pretty damn big.
Wow.
So,
do you think he made the right choice?
Who, Paul George?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Like, Windhorst's reaction was everything. When it was announced, Windhorst was like, this makes no sense.
Why
because he took the 2-year deal, and if he had just taken the 1-year deal, or he would have or he took the 3-year deal rather.
Yeah.
If he had taken the 2-year deal, then he would have had the 10 years of service, and he would have been eligible for a $250 million contract. What the fuck? Why would you give up so much money?
Well, because he times it now. Him and Westbrook hit the free agency market at the same time.
Good point. Yeah.
I agree.
But you leave money on the table. It makes no sense to me, man.
It does. It doesn't make any sense in the world whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't know why you do it, and especially why do you lock in this mediocre team?
Yeah.
They're going to have a $300 bill for this team.
$300 million.
$300 million
for taxes, and with taxes and everything. It's
which
nuts.
Means
luxury.
Carmelo's getting bought out.
He's absolutely going to get bought out. There's no way he's staying on that fucking team.
Because his contract is worth minimum double, if not, if they're in the hardcore repeater tax, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
It's 3 times at that point. So his contract is either worth $50 million for this 1 year or $75 million for this 1 year. Dude, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, you gotta
for a
buy
guy
it.
that plays no defense?
Exactly. And for a guy who was complaining about his role on the team.
Won't come off the bench?
Nope. He knew what he was doing when he opted in. He was like, no one else wants him. No one else wants him.
Carmelo's been about the money since day one.
Yep. That's the ugly truth about Carmelo. I don't care what anybody says. Yes, he said he wanted to win, but he could have gone to the Bulls. He could have gone to a number of situations.
He could have waited 1 year in Denver as opposed to making the Knicks sacrifice all of their depth just to get you and fucked them for the next
because you were impatient.
Decade.
Because you wanted it. You were impatient. You wanted it on your
you wanted out of
fucking
Denver
timetable.
now. You want to get to the East. You thought it'd be all big, lights and glamour and shit.
He'll be forgotten. In my opinion, he'll be forgotten. He'll
make the Hall of Fame.
What? You think so?
He won a national championship. He was a perennial All-Star. He put up a bunch of numbers.
He'll make Olympics.
He won golds at the Olympics. Because it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, not the NBA Hall of Fame.
Yeah, fine.
That's like when people question, well, is Ginobili a Hall of Famer? To me, he is, regardless. But once you throw in the Olympic gold where they beat the U.S., he's guaranteed to be a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely. That's true. Well, I mean, this is an interesting situation because I was thinking today about the Paul George, or actually yesterday about the Paul George thing a lot, and I thought that maybe he didn't go to L.A. and sign that contract because maybe he saw what happened with Kevin Love and Chris Bosh, and how they had to like subjugate their games to make sure LeBron was the center of attention. And maybe Paul's like, fuck that. With Russell, at least Russell's a point guard. His job is to provide me assists, and I'm a pop shooter, so so he can set me up for shots all day long. And by driving the paint, he kicks out to me, and I'm popping and making my shots.
Yeah.
Whereas with LeBron, that's not necessarily the same situation. And I know LeBron's a great passer, and he can play point, but it isn't like Russell. And I think that's what he felt like. He would be overshadowed by LeBron.
I would take LeBron at the point over Russell.
You would?
Hell yeah.
Wow. All right.
He's a point forward anyway.
Yeah.
He's a really good passer. He's very unselfish.
Yeah, but he likes to slide into ISOs. Well, I guess Russell does too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russell likes to take over, and the problem is Russell's not nearly as good a shooter as LeBron has made himself out to be. LeBron used to be, I will drive, and then I can shoot from outside, but not really shoot. Yeah. And now, man, he's got a legit three-pointer. And
LeBron does, yeah.
He's turned into what you need to be. It's either three or key. That's all I'm shooting from.
Yeah.
Every once again, a mid-range, this, that, or the other, but for the most part, it is I am going to get one of these 2 high percentage shots.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic to watch, whereas Russ shoots like low 30s, it'd be my guess, 29 to 32, somewhere in that for three-point range.
Yeah.
And shoots them. Like on nights where, hey, he's 2 for 7 from 3, and it's late in the game, and it's just like, I'm taking a 50-footer.
It's just,
like,
fuck it.
Man, I appreciate your confidence, but you're killing your fucking team right now.
Yeah. That's what I wonder how far this situation with OKC can go, because I mean, they have Steven Adams, and they got they brought back what's his name, the tall dude who's their defender. Fuck, I forget what.
Who's Steven? Who are you talking about? On OKC?
Yeah, they brought him. They signed him. Jeremiah Grant. They brought Grant back. And so they've got a team, but this is the same team that got knocked out in the first round. What have they added that's going to get them past the first round?
They lost to a rookie.
Yeah.
A rookie was the
Donovan
best guy
Mitchell
on the court.
Yeah,
yes.
Donovan Mitchell.
Like, showed it pretty consistently that, each possession he is putting in the more solid performance here.
Yeah.
And, Russ is still the better player.
Right.
But fucking Rubio torched Russ.
Yeah.
Rubio.
Yeah.
Who is basically the Mendoza line for shooting and layups. He's he makes, it's a piss poor percentage inside of 3 feet,
right.
and especially for a guard. It's like if you're getting in there, usually it's a high percentage shot because you saw an opening.
Yeah.
And he's not even good at that. And they fucking torched you, man.
Yeah.
Dude, Mitchell crushed it.
So, you see this Boogie Cousins going to the Warriors, man. What a fucking move by the Warriors, dude.
Wow.
Like everyone else is freaking
Boogie.
out, and they're like, "We'll just go get Boogie." Man.
It was Boogie told his people to reach out to all teams.
Yep.
And call the Warriors. And it's honestly that is the best move for Boogie. Not because it's the Warriors, for the reason of easy championship, because there's no pressure on you.
Yep.
So you can take your sweet time getting back, and everybody will be paying attention. So long as you are like 90%, that guarantees you the max contract that you want next year from any number of suitors, and more than likely you'll get your ring.
Yep.
This is, for a guy that I've always been a Boogie fan and just wished he'd get over being just so selfish at times.
Yep.
But when he plays with supremely talented people, everybody loves him. I remember, I think it was Thibodeau after the first Olympics that he went on.
Yeah.
I heard him on a podcast, and they was, who's your favorite player? And he was like, honestly, Boogie. That guy, when he's around the right type of people, like you can see him, he's just zoned in, and he's a great guy, and he's fun, and he plays his ass off. And he's a big guy that is that agile and quick and shoots that well. And when he's dialed in, he's unstoppable. And you're like, fuck yeah, he is, man.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about him, man. He's one of those guys that's so supremely talented that he's insulted by playing with people that aren't. And so he lets his guard down on defense. He doesn't play as hard. He doesn't work as hard. He gets in refs' faces. He gets frustrated because he's mad that he's on a shitty Sacramento team yet again. Do you know what I'm saying? So going over to the Pelicans, the tail end of that last year, they couldn't quite put it together or figure it out. But then they really figured it out before he got injured. Mm-hmm. And then in the end, Anthony Davis they were able to make these adjustments with Mirotic, like you said, Drew Holiday, everybody stepping up.
Yeah.
And so they proved they didn't need Cousins. So you're right. Moving into the situation with Golden State, because Golden State already said they're going to give him until January to come back. He didn't have to rush. He's only going to pay $5.3 million, but he's going to make that money back up in other ways.
And he's not going to be on Golden State next year. This is a 1 year.
Yep.
Because they can't. The best they can do, because they're the team that's signed to the 1 year, is next year They either sign him to a long-term contract or they give him another 1 year, and the 1 year can only be 120% more than what you paid the guy last year.
Right.
If you stay with that team. Yeah. So what? He's going to make $6.35 million next year to play with it? Like, that's not happening.
Nope, it's not.
If he comes back healthy, he is getting paid.
And if he helps them win, like really helps them win. Not JaVale McGee, someone you have to hide at times or play in crunch time or give him limited minutes. Boogie can play a whole fucking game. And if you figure out how to, dude, if they figure out how to integrate Boogie into what they do at Golden State and add yet another dimension to this motherfucker's game, good God, dude.
And I got texts from people being like, dude, the next season it's over. It's over. Like, why even watch? You're not wrong.
Right.
You're not.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is, though, this is going to arguably, if he comes back healthy and they figure out how to play together in the limited time frame they have, this could be the best team of all time.
Yes. Agreed.
That's crazy to know that going into it.
Yeah.
And it's not my team. I wish this was the Bulls.
Of course.
I wish I could be like, oh, my God, my team. Because I don't know if the 72-10 Bulls could beat a five-headed monster.
Yeah, it is
a five-fucking-headed monster. Draymond is your shittiest offensive weapon. Are you fucking...
And he can pop trays.
Yeah, well, this season his numbers were down.
Yeah, but he can do it.
He can still do it.
Yeah.
And he can still defend 5 positions, so you're going to lose Iguodala.
Yeah.
Is like the crunch time 5 or something like that. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Boogie Cousins, man. That is crazy. And it's only going to happen this one time.
That's a Western All-Stars team.
It is. It's the Magnificent Seven. Just like the producers had, it's their Ocean's 11. It's like we had enough money and we could afford all these huge people for this one time.
And I think what he also does, if he comes back healthy and he can play and get integrated into the game, he also allows Draymond to rest a little more and other players to rest a little more. So by that token alone, you're extending the life of this team. And that's a brilliant move by Golden State. Just brilliant all around. I mean, this team, listen, I hate giving this team credit. I really do, because something about it rings false. But you can't deny the results, man. Finals every year, winning 3 out of 4 of them. Yeah. You can't deny the results.
People want to, be upset with Durant for having joined them.
You do what you want in life, man.
Yeah, you want to play like
he wanted titles.
That's his choice.
Yeah,
that's his choice. He did it up front. Like I wouldn't have cared or I don't really care that LeBron wanted to play in Miami with his friends. Dude, that's your choice.
Yeah, exactly.
You just told people in the shittiest way possible.
Right.
But I never faulted you for it. Now, I don't want to hear you talk about like the hard road it was to get here when you stack your team.
Yeah.
But I don't begrudge you of like, well, we're fucking more talented than you. That's just all there is to it. You can't beat us. Be like, yeah, he's got you there. That's not cocky. That's just proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
And he just kicked your ass.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know. Right now, moving to LA, it doesn't seem like a wise decision in my opinion. Right now, because of what he has around him. Is not much. And, everyone's like been going off on me with my posts like, oh, another year, these kids are going to be seasoned, blah, blah, blah. But you're wasting a year of LeBron's prime on a team that will stumble into the fucking playoffs, in my opinion. And we don't know when the drop-off is going to happen for LeBron, man. He has been since 17 years old in this league. It's 17 years almost. And so when's the drop-off going to happen? We saw in the finals that he was getting tired. You could see that. And so the fact that he's been going for 8 years in a row.
So many minutes last season.
That's what I'm saying. But also, Matt, 8 years in a row going to the finals, that's a lot of wear and tear on your body, man.
3.5 seasons of extra games.
Exactly. Yeah. Not even Jordan played that many.
No.
In his
no one does this.
Of 6 years, yeah. That's what concerns me.
As many minutes he had to play on Cleveland, that was to beat predominantly East teams.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have to do that, and you got to beat minimum two teams that are either one of them could be champion.
Yes.
Now that you had Boogie, and if Boogie comes back healthy, sorry to Houston.
Yeah.
Although I was happy when they got bounced because I don't care for the way they play.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
I don't begrudge them. They're supremely talented, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that Chris Paul sham gods people in game, the balls to even try that and to do it, and guys know that you might get sham godded eventually. Dude, that's awesome. Oh man. I will have people I threw a pass. It made me feel like I was 22 years old again. I'm not even kidding. I will have the guys describe it to you because I don't even think I could do it justice. That's how fucking badass this pass was.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, we were running up on a fast break. I had Nick on the wing on the left, and he already made it a little bit past me. The ball was coming to me, and I grabbed it. And if memory serves, because this happened so quickly, I grabbed it and started to do a spin. And over my left shoulder, I saw that Nick was cutting. So before I completed the spin, I blind threw a bounce pass over my right hip and spun into that pass. And it bounced a tiny little bit of English, and it landed in Nick's hands. Perfect stride. One stride layup. Full court running down the court.
Wow.
I was running fast. It was fucking awesome.
I just saw it in slow motion in my mind. It was beautiful.
The game that ended the game, or it ended 1 point later.
Yeah.
But in the middle of the game, Moses stopped and was like, "What the fuck was that?" I was like, I don't know. That was like, oh yeah, I'm not old as shit like I used to be. And I went right back to being nearly 40 years old. That's what sucks, man.
Yeah, man.
Playing.
You have the moments of brilliance that they pop out. Yeah.
Saturday was good in that I started cold, ended hot. So at least you're ending.
Oh, that's good.
We played like 5 games. The first game and a half, I was ice.
Oh, wow.
I went 0 for 3 the first game, 1 for 4 the second game.
Right.
I was like, this is not. And then I think I shot like 60% the rest of the day.
Wow.
Yeah. It was fine after that, but I started. It was like one of those, went up for a shot and the ball fidgeted in my hands as I'm going up, and I don't have anybody to pass to, so I have to shoot this. And it was fucking terrible bank shot that was going to miss by 6 inches. Like bounce off the top and miss the rim coming off.
Oh, shit.
Just because it slipped off my hand.
Right.
I even called it out like, that slipped.
Yeah.
But it's just like, fuck, it's one of these days, and I might just stop shooting because I'm off.
He's going to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so did anyone else like stand out for you free agency wise? Like, did any other teams?
Why, if you're Dallas, why do you not offer Clint Capella? He's a restricted free agent.
Yeah.
But offer him the max. He's roughly on the same time schedule as Luka Doncic,
Right.
And Dennis Smith Jr.
I think because you're going to get DeAndre.
For 1 year, he's 30 years old, and he's been trending down the past season and a half, 2 seasons.
Yeah, but I think with Capella, I think the Houston was going to match either way, and I don't think they wanted
At least put him in the situation because they got to figure out how much they're willing to pay Chris Paul,
right?
Which is going to be $42 million by the final year.
It was insane how much they paid him, man. I was shocked.
They had to, though.
I guess
the wink deal they had, but that final season, man, dude, he'll be an old man running point guard, getting paid $42 million. I mean, if anybody could do it, it's Chris Paul.
It's CP3. Yeah.
But there's not a lot of history of point guards being that competent that late in their career.
Yeah.
Some of this is predicated upon the fact that you're the little guy who's quicker. And if you're no longer quicker, then you got to be feistier. And Jason Kidd showed you, like, that can take you to a championship.
Sure.
But you're not leading a team. Yeah. And sure as shit, you're not worth $42 million, which is 40% of the cap, 41% of the cap.
Yeah.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah, that is a lot. 42, my God.
Yeah. It's in the mid-30s this season, like 35 or 36, I think.
How do you even buy that out? Like, I don't even know how you even buy that out.
Do the stretch provision on the last of it, and they have to pay it over the years.
Yeah.
I don't know. They won't do it. They'll more than likely, if he's not paying it out, trade him by the end of it.
Get that Gilbert Arenas situation.
Yeah. But I'm sure it's 4th year as a player option, and guess what? He's opting into that.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know that for a fact. It might just be a straight 4-year deal, but my guess is like everybody else is 3 and a 1, but it's a player option or something.
What do you think they're missing? Because they lost Ariza. Ariza went
That's
over.
Big.
Yeah, I think I don't understand why he would.
15 million.
Damn,
that's why, man.
I guess so, dude.
And he gets to go and play with DeAndre Ayton and Booker.
Yeah, Booker.
It's a young something or other they're making right down there.
Fuck, man. Do you see how much they're paying Booker? Good God Almighty.
But he's potentially the next, something.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
I don't know.
The West is going to be fun, man. I don't give a shit about the East.
Yeah, if you were joining young talent like LeBron, go there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's why I think. This is why I don't understand. Like, you get him, great, but then what are you going to do with him? And this is what concerns me because LeBron isn't the kind of guy to sit back and not play his heart out to try to win the game. I get you have the young kids, Lonzo and Ingram and KCP's coming on now and Kuzma. You get all these guys figuring things out. Great. No problem. Second year, maybe they'll be better. Great. Awesome. But LeBron's going to do – he's not going to – I don't think he's going to 100% know how to temper himself. And that's what concerns me is he likes to win. And so is he going to put that extra effort in for an entire year – And you put him in that position because you got knuckleheads like Rondo and Stevenson and McGee on your team rather than better players that were roaming around. They could have signed to 1-year deals as well.
Yeah.
So that's what concerns me more than anything else. Like I would pull a DeAndre Jordan and not be home when Magic comes when I come back from my vacation.
But I think the Lakers offered Boogie the same, and my guess is this is pure speculation, but if Boogie wanted to sign a 1-year deal next year and he is healthy, but he didn't like his multi-year options, now he can go to the Lakers, but he can go to the Lakers for whatever price he wants to be paid.
That's true.
So if they want to do a 1 year like with DeAndre, we'll pay you a 1 year for $25 million.
Yeah.
Okay, get your 1 year. I mean, my guess is after this injury scare and the uncertainty, he'll want a 4-year contract.
Yeah.
Wherever he goes. I think that's the max he can get.
Right.
Is a 4-year. But 4-year, 30-something million would be the ideal.
He'll end up with the Wizards. Trust me on that.
You'd be lucky, man. Fucking John Wall went from a guy who I always enjoyed to now he's running Gortat out. And
yeah, dude. What are we doing with Dwight Howard, man? What the fuck are we doing with Dwight Howard?
As if your locker room isn't toxic enough.
Right. You bring in the Malcolm. You bring in
guy
the jovial malcontent.
Every team he has left, the 2 days later, the locker room is so happy about this. Every team has said that.
You're right.
Nobody likes him walking on the private plane, farting the entire walk as he's going down the aisle. Like, dude, we're not fucking kids anymore.
Yeah, man. It's
watching him trying to be funny is one of the most painful things.
Oh no, that was the problem when he first came out. Everyone thought he was funny and cute and with a Superman tattoo and all this bullshit. Shaq saw right through that motherfucker from the beginning. That's what's so funny in retrospect. You see, Shaq was calling out that guy for being a lightweight.
Yeah, I thought he was biting his style.
That's what I'm saying. And so he didn't feel like the guy understood the game or respected the game.
What did you guys pay him? What did you pay him? Because he got bought out from the Nets.
He did.
So he's still getting the vast majority of that money from the Nets.
I think it's like $10 million. I don't think it's much.
Why did you give him $10 million?
I didn't make the decision.
I know, but why not just give him the mid-level exception? Because you're already getting $25 million or something from New Jersey. Why not, if you want to go somewhere to win, help us maintain a certain amount of salary cap space so we could do something?
It's I don't even know why we got him, to be honest with you. I get that we had a hole and whatever, but like a guy like that, just like you said,
it doesn't make you better.
The combustibility of it all, it's just insane.
Which is crazy. The guy averages a double-double and a fucking like 17 and 12 or something, like a legit double-double.
Yeah.
And nobody wants him.
He is going to sign for – so he was traded to the Brooklyn Nets, right?
Yeah, they bought him out.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. He averaged 17 points, 13 rebounds last season. That's not bad.
No.
And he's only 32.
They're not empty calories. No, all the indication should be this guy shouldn't be available for a buyout right now.
Yeah. It does. I think he's doing the mid-level exception. That's what he's getting. 1 year, the mid-level exception.
Did it say is it the 5.3 or is it there's a higher one, I think?
There is a higher one?
I believe so. There's one, if you're not in the tax, you have a higher mid-level, I believe.
Let's see. It does not say which one he signed for, how much he signed for. No, 1 year deal for the tax mid-level exception. What is the tax?
So I think that's 5.3.
Okay, the 5.3. There we go. Someone tweeted, this will put Wizards in the Eastern Conference Finals conversation. He's a big upgrade over Gortat. Are you fucking nuts? That guy can't pass. Gortat can pass.
Yeah, and the thing is...
And he can't run the pick and roll. Howard cannot run the pick and roll. He hates running the pick and roll. What the fuck?
I know. He wants to bang down low like it's 89.
Nobody throws it into the big man anymore. Cody was really funny when I was talking to him or slacking him about the signings. Cody goes, our team is going to win a championship in 2010. He's a Lakers fan. So he's
Cody who?
Cody Hall. Oh, he's a mad Lakers fan. Oh, yeah.
Does he watch the game?
Yeah.
He thinks they're going to win a championship next year.
No, he said in 2010 because of the players they signed, Stevenson, JaVale McGee, and
not even. You got Rondo. That's the only one with championship fucking pedigree outside of LeBron.
Well, that's the thing. I understand why you get Rondo because his basketball IQ is off the charts.
Yeah, maybe you could impart some of that to Ball if you're intent on keeping Ball.
Oh, God, yeah. What about that, man? Would you keep Ball?
I don't know why you went out and got Stevenson as the first move, though.
That's the thing.
Why not go get like Jamal Crawford?
Right.
He's out there. If you want some veteran, although Lance will play more minutes for you and hypothetically better defense because Crawford doesn't play any defense for the most part.
Why don't you go after Tyreek Evans? That guy had a great year last year, played well for the Grizzlies.
I think I'd take Stevenson over Tyreek.
What? No, man. I would take Tyreek. He's a scorer. I would take that
I've
guy.
never – at least Lance can give me like something where he can galvanize the entire team in arena and swing the momentum of a room.
Yeah, but
I've never felt that about Tyreek.
But he can also get himself kicked out of a game for knucklehead stupid moves. So that's what bothers me
you
about
take the
guys
good
like
with the bad.
that.
Tyreek, I think it's just empty calories.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never bought into him.
All right. He had a great year last year.
He did.
And
Should have been traded by Memphis. I don't know why they didn't.
Yeah, that was weird at the trading deadline.
Just wasted it.
The Warriors themselves apparently kicked the tires on Tyreek, and Tyreek was like, no, because of minutes and because he wasn't going to be able to, like his scoring totals weren't going to get high playing
he's right.
the Warriors. And he was right, yeah. So he went, I can't remember
Because
who he signed for.
They don't do the Jamal Crawford, Lou Williams, we'll roll you out with the second unit.
Right.
That's Durant or Curry.
Yeah.
They get to run out with the second unit, or sometimes Klay Thompson, but other dudes getting rest, and then they get to run out and feed on some scrubs and keep playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you won't have the time.
So, I mean, we'll see how that plays out with everything. I mean, do you think this was the right move for LeBron, though?
Who knows? Depends on, what does he want?
Yeah.
He clearly, I have to assume that LeBron thought about this long and hard, and this is the move that he wanted to make and felt it was right for him, so he did it. And then I hope it works out for him, I got nothing against him, but your streak of making the finals is over.
Yes.
It's done.
Agreed.
Unless, Golden State, Houston, I like Utah better than LA right now, even though but they've got one more year together.
Yeah.
And shit, Donovan Mitchell should be able to go up a fucking level.
Yeah.
Which will be so impressive to watch.
Dude, that guy, he's
so good.
Incredible.
Just clutch, really smart, knew when to pass, seemed like his teammates really enjoy him.
Yep.
Seems like a good dude. I love basically wearing the definition of a rookie, even though I would have voted for Simmons because under the letter of the law, Simmons to me was the more impressive specimen for the regular season.
Yeah.
Just went and watched him live, and you're like, I can't believe this is this guy's 10th game in the league or whatever it was. I saw him play the Clippers in the first month.
Yeah.
And it's like, this guy's going to own the league.
That's the thing that at the end of the day you kind of feel that way about it, right? That he's going to be
once he gets a jumper, that guy's going to be unstoppable because he gets to the paint with ease, and once he works on that jumper, he's already a pretty decent defender. Like for his length and whatnot, you can always get better on that end. He passes insanely well.
Yep.
His teammates seem to like him a lot.
Well, and Derek Favors came back, so you got that coming back for him. And I don't even know. It's Boston and Philly.
Yep.
And maybe Toronto.
Nope.
You don't. Yeah. Okay. So then Boston and Philly. That's it. That's what you think is going to be in the
Toronto has
finals.
no chance. They need to fire sale.
Yeah. You don't think with the new coach coming in that had coached them in their new play ball that he'll do better than Dwayne Casey?
Maybe.
You think it's a mental thing?
He may do better than Dwayne Casey in that LeBron James is no longer in the Eastern Conference.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
That's the only.
Yeah.
Toronto might be able to not get swept out of the playoffs by LeBron.
Yeah.
So congrats. But as that team is currently constructed, how the fuck are they going to beat Boston?
Yeah.
And Philly, but Boston.
I mean, they've got young players in Fred VanVleet and but
they've got a slew of interesting young guys. Yeah. I'm not sure who or what or how they fit together. Jakob Poeltl, and you got to get Serge out of there. Mm-hmm. Kyle Lowry's getting a little bit older.
Yeah.
And more than likely he's going to slow down this season or next, but I would guess this season DeRozan still has value.
Yeah.
If you could get something for him, I would fire sale that team now, and that sucks. Yeah. Trust me, as a Bulls fan, I've been living that for a while.
Yeah.
And I wish we would have done it even harder earlier. Because if you're going to do it, you might just fucking do it. Get the pain over with.
Well, what do you think about this idea of Jimmy Butler? Like this idea that
being pissed at Minnesota?
That he doesn't want.
I don't know.
I don't think he's going to sign an extension. He's making it very clear he's not going to sign an extension. If he goes to the Lakers with Kawhi next year, do you think that's a team that can beat the Warriors? With Kuzma, with Ingram, do you think that's possible?
Because the defense that team could do?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
LeBron, that's the other thing. His defense is not slipping. He just doesn't have the energy to play 48 minutes a game on offense and defense.
Yeah.
And usually I'm all over somebody, but when you look at his minutes log compared to guys that are 5 years younger than him, you can only ask so much of the human body. But Jimmy Butler plus Kawhi. Now LeBron can play defense as well as he needs to play defense. And if you still have Ingram, there's a long body that if you're around Kawhi, maybe you could pick up some pointers. And that team might be able to shut down.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. A fucking defensive juggernaut comes in and snuffs out the Warriors.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Like, if this is, where the league needs to expand, otherwise super teams are going to keep happening.
Well, that's what I felt like. Well, I mean, that's what Silver was talking about, this idea of the hard cap. Like, he really wants to
I'm in favor of it.
Yeah, I think now at this point we have to.
Yeah.
Because all these teams are so willing to go into the luxury tax to keep their super teams together that at some point you have to save the owners from themselves. And this situation, to me, right now, you have to save the league as well as the owners by not having it be where, like, people were super upset when, like, I did not anticipate the reaction when Cousins signed with the Warriors. People were like, fuck it, I'm not watching the NBA anymore. That's the last thing you want. You want excitement in your offseason, but you don't want the fans to go, fuck it, I'm not even going to watch the playoffs. Then you've lost a lot of ratings, and that's not what you want. So I'm surprised that Silver didn't step in and stop it from happening, a la David Stern, Chris Paul to the Lakers thing. I'm really surprised he didn't do that. So I don't know how this is all going to play out because people aren't going to watch it. It's different with Jordan. With Jordan, it was fun, man, because they weren't adding like monster players to be part of their team. They were just a good,
I agree,
team for those 3 years.
Turning fans off.
Yeah,
like
that's a mistake.
Your casual fan. I just appreciate the beauty of the basketball that's being played, but I'm also, and you're much the same way.
Yeah,
I like the game.
Yeah,
so. It sucks when it's not your team, but I can still appreciate the beauty within whatever they're doing. So much so, it was great. So watching all this World Cup, and I'm watching them like, why wouldn't you run a pick and roll right here?
Well, this is so funny you bring this up.
But there was an ESPN article about a couple different coaches studied NBA and NFL, but NBA, the English coach
Gareth
for
Southgate.
that. And then I think Mexico's coach did it as well. And fast breaks, how teams transition so quickly in the NBA from offense to defense and vice versa sometimes. And how you could learn from. But just watching these and be like, look, you do turn this into a post move, do a drag screen right here, and have two shooters, a guy that's good from deep and a guy that's good from in close.
Yeah,
I'm seeing action here. Like, why are you not running? Somebody's running up and you call a play when you're on the wing.
Yeah.
Going to set up. Why I realize this game is pretty intense, but there are easy moments where you could have a set play.
Yeah.
Just change up the hand signal eventually.
Well, and that's what you were mentioning, the English coach Gareth Southgate. He studied the NBA. He figured, and so they've scored, I think, 5 goals from set pieces, 5 out of 8, and they're like they're leading the World Cup in goals scored from set pieces because they figured out how to screen people that you get a free header.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all. Literally, I'm watching now, like Golden State, they could do the deadliest drag screen where first guy rolls to the basket, second pops to the 3, or you could have both just roll to 3s off the screen, but you could do that with soccer. One guy does a slant on the in, another guy goes long to the corner or something, and just whoever's man is open, where did the defense crumble, who do they key on?
Yeah.
I go to the other. Okay, now we're in this pocket.
Right.
Let's reassess the defense.
Yeah.
But, I mean, soccer is much quicker than that, more often than not. But there are points at which you just would think. Good for England, though.
Yeah.
We'll learn from everything.
Yeah, well, like you said, and the fact that you're reading about this, it lets you know, like, this is all the sport is now looking at analytics and looking at
trying to find advantage of in other places.
It's more than no one's being cocky about it. Oh, our sport is different. Blah, blah, blah. No, there's characteristics within everything.
Yeah,
so you explore all that.
Yeah, they're all various games. So games tend to have a lot of the same mechanics, and motivations. So. And a lot of rules, too, you can't hold. What did you think of, this is totally off NBA,
Sure.
that Russian handball penalty? Did you think that was a handball?
They're always, like, to the referee's discretion,
it
right?
Is.
And so my initial reaction to it was, well, can you judge intention in that moment? Because that's what you're doing. You're judging intention.
Yeah.
Did he put the hand in that position on purpose to stop the ball getting to where it was going to go.
But isn't this what replay is for?
Yes, the VAR, which they've used a lot in this World Cup. Jesus Christ. And I've been really surprised that it's been effective, that it hasn't made the game that much longer.
No.
Maybe a minute or two longer, because the judgments are quick,
That's
which
what
I appreciate.
I fucking love about soccer.
Yeah, the NFL's 15 minutes for one fucking call.
It's 2 hours and change, but a little change of 10 minutes.
Yep.
Game is over.
Right.
It's fucking great.
Yeah. So I would say yes, I thought it was a handball, but it was close, in my opinion. Did you think it was handball?
I think letter of the law, sure.
Yeah, right.
But when you actually watch the replay, if you can watch replay, that dude was trying to make space, and he lifted his arm as he jumped to make space and to help with his momentum, and it was inadvertent at best.
Yeah, that's those instincts.
Yeah, but it's also I asked my wife because she knows the rules and whatnot better than I do. She watches more than I do, and she was like, "Yeah, but that's the rule."
Yep.
And just like, yeah, I get it. It just seems like if you're going to use this, and especially in the situation, dramatic stakes that this has to change the outcome of a country.
Yeah.
In regards to the sporting event, but the hopes of an entire country for the majority of these that watch it.
I don't know that level of fandom for anything, to be honest with you.
No, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, even if the U.S. team was to win the world, my Capitals won the Stanley Cup for the first time ever in their history, and I've been a fan since the early 80s. And when they won, I was very happy. But I didn't get emotional. I didn't get I didn't cry or anything. Maurice, my best friend from back home, we talked until 1 a.m. my time. So he was up till 4 a.m., just drinking champagne and watching the highlights. Blah, blah, blah. And this is the city manager of show. He was taking time with 5 kids to stay up with me and talk about this. And so it was great to say. But he had gotten emotional and and I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm just so past that kind of thing with sports that I enjoy watching it. I enjoy experiencing it, and it's fun to see who wins, who loses. But I don't get emotional anymore like I did when I was younger, when the Redskins won Super Bowls, I would get emotional.
I'm envious, man.
Yeah?
When I see all these other countries and the populace of the people,
right.
I wish we had something like that as an entire country where it meant collectively, all of us could band together. Because I think that's what draws our attention in now. Is why does everybody care so much? Slowly but surely, the World Cup is taking off in this country.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it went from that's what the rest of the world does to shit. There was that McDonald's commercial where they were doing what we've been doing for years of who's playing. I don't know. But it's interesting, and then somebody scores, and somebody starts cheering, and everybody's like, I cheer. This is kind of fun.
Right.
Who's winning? I don't care. Just enjoy the spectacle of it. But just watching it, and I told my wife at one of those, the early morning games, I realized this is, stupid or cliched to say, but can you imagine being from one of these countries and growing up and always wanting to play on a World Cup team, and now, you're kicking ass in the World Cup and on the world stage, doing right by all your fellow countrymen and so patriotic and everything that means to you, and that's like the Olympics to me on steroids.
Yeah.
The Olympics are awesome, but they're nowhere near what they used to be.
Right.
I think the World Cup has basically surpassed the emotional impact for most countries.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess, at least.
Well, and I think you're right. And I think that's what, when these teams go, when Mexico go out, seeing all those fans crying in the stands, when Argentina went out, seeing all them, just all the different levels of fans that cry through the situation. The Spain fans, oh my God, the Spanish fans were despondent with the loss to Russia. Seeing that, I'm like, man, this is incredible. I don't think I would ever react, even if the U.S. won the World Cup, and I've cheered for them since before they couldn't qualify for World Cups.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that I would have, I wouldn't be crying, but I'd feel very happy, incredibly happy, but I wouldn't necessarily be in tears. Do you know what I'm saying? And even when we lose, I'm never in tears because I'm like, no one expects us to get this. No one expects us to do what we're doing. So it's an easier situation in that way. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's interesting. It's interesting, that level of fandom. I don't know it. All right. Anyway, any last things you want to say about the free agency, Matt?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Thank you for having me on Outlaw Nation.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming on. Fans wanted to hear your take. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm pro. I hope they, if they're wise, they won't mortgage the future to get Kawhi.
Right.
It just doesn't make sense a short-sighted trade like this when he wants to come.
Yeah.
But also, I've already Laker fans fucking out of the woodwork. Oh, dude, we're going to be number one in the West next year. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, someone I follow, she posted it. She goes, she posted a picture of herself in like a red light with an angry face on. It says, preparing to unfollow all bandwagon Lakers fans. I'm like,
oh, they're coming.
You don't you understand? They don't have a fan base without bandwagon fans. This is L.A. L.A. loves a winner, and show me your Nick Van Exel season tickets, then I'll give you some credit.
I think the Lakers are immune to that though, because everybody else, like the Dodgers, are cool when the Dodgers are winning.
Exactly.
They have the best hat.
Yes.
That's the most common hat for anybody. If you just have an LA hat, boom, you got the Dodgers because it's simply LA.
Exactly.
But the Lakers, they've been good for so long that yes, the band like I don't like the cockiness out of nowhere. It'd be like, you guys have been shit for a while. You still have a bunch of young pieces. You don't know what the fuck they do.
Exactly.
You got one dude who is great, but he can't do it alone, especially not in the West.
Yep.
So enjoy the fact that you have, in my opinion, the second best player that I've ever seen.
Right.
And he's got nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing around him.
No shooters.
Of consequence. None.
No shooters.
Nobody shoots about 40% from three in the modern NBA. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Because or some people were attacking me on Instagram. No, Kuzma shot Bell, Ingram shot Bell. I'm like, yeah.
Still sub 40.
Exactly. They're not lighting it up from three, man.
The Warriors can roll out a starting five that all shoot above 40. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. And three of those are Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Fucking good luck. Good luck. You need to outshoot the greatest shooting team of all time.
And nothing. Look, all these people celebrating Lonzo and Kuz and Ingram, all of them going on Twitter celebrating it. They have no idea what they've signed up for. They have no fucking idea. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, LeBron. He is going to put them through their paces and fucking destroy them.
Hopefully, look, he could end up making them amazing pros.
If they want to listen.
Yeah.
And who knows if they want to listen and if they like his style.
And I think they will because they all look up to him.
Yeah.
He's been the Michael Jordan of their generation.
Yeah. But Michael Jordan wasn't that. It was tough to play with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, but I also think they're looking forward to that because they've heard the stories and they see how much fun it seems like to be with LeBron. And you win a lot with LeBron and you go to the finals a lot with LeBron. And that dude seems like fun and he buys us suits and he buys us this. Yeah. And they're looking forward to it more than anything. I mean, I'm sure they're scared because they don't want to let someone like that. They know as much as they're on the Lakers, now literally everybody in the league is paying attention and expecting something of them. But I don't know. I still think they're going to be shit next year.
I do too.
They should make the playoffs. Where they'll land, I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Portland lost Nurkic, so we'll see what they do.
Yeah, but
to bounce back.
I like Denver.
Yeah.
Pelicans should be interesting.
Pelicans would definitely be better.
Utah.
Yep.
Minnesota, what will they do this year?
Right.
Although at this point, if they still have the dysfunction, I actually think the Lakers have a better chance.
Well, that's the shame about Minnesota. What Butler's talking about, that Karl Anthony Towns ain't a worker, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how many lessons people need about people just relying on their talent without putting the work in, man.
It might be easier just to trade Butler now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I would absolutely just like hunt around.
You assumed he could have gotten along with Cat.
Yeah.
And then they'd have to ship Wiggins out because Wiggins has been dissatisfied for a while now.
Right.
But if he's having friction with Towns.
Yeah. Who you signed to a $170 million deal.
He's worth it.
Yeah.
At least on paper, he's worth it.
Would you, if you're Boston, do you trade Gordon Hayward for Jimmy Butler? Because he'd be a great Celtic.
You just don't know what you're getting with Hayward once he's coming back.
You don't.
Would he be able to subvert his ego for the collective guy? I don't know.
Well, I think Kyrie is about the team. And I think he would like whatever Jimmy needs, Kyrie would provide it. That's what I think.
Maybe they're supposed to be really good friends.
Yeah. He wants to play with him.
Yeah, supposedly they've talked about it and they want to team up because they're both going to be if Kyrie renounces his player option next year, he's a free agent?
Yep.
So yeah, they could be teammates. I don't know.
I wonder if there's a future, and this is great. I wonder if there's a future where Kyrie eclipses LeBron so much so that he has no problem playing with LeBron. Maybe he goes to the Lakers next year with Jimmy over there. Then you have Jimmy, LeBron, possibly Kawhi, Kyrie, and then if Boogie comes, then you got yourself a starting five.
Yeah, but I need to see Kyrie stay healthy.
Yeah, I know.
That's his biggest, problem.
Yeah, you don't got to tell me I wore some Kyries and immediately got a knee injury. The fuck was that all about, Knost?
They weren't one of the ones I told you to try.
I know, you're right.
You can't blame me.
I'm such an idiot.
I tried to steer you to, you're a big guy and you need padding, and you bought a guard shoe. You could have gotten LeBrons. You could have gotten Hyper Dunks. You could have gotten anything else that is made for your style of basketball, which is what I was trying to get you to. You need more cushioning and padding, and in specific spots.
Now you tell me.
Oh, yeah, I told you before. And then you tweeted out a bunch of pictures of old Jordans you were never going to buy, and then showed up with Kyrie's and be like, well, I hope you like them. I don't know.
I did like them, but yeah.
Until they fucked you up.
Yeah,
sure.
they fucked me up. Yeah, they did. Anyway, all right. Well, let's wrap up on that note. Let's wrap up Outlaw Nation. Matt, thanks for stopping by to talk free agency. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And next week, I'll have another episode with another guest. Come talk some more crazy stuff in this world. You can follow Matt Knost at Matt Knost, MATTKNOST. And, of course, listen to us every Tuesday on the Schmoes Know Network with the Top 10 show. Anything else you want to say, Matt?
No, that's it. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening. And we will talk to you next week on Outlaw Nation.